Hello, McFatter Technical High School students and parents. It is Thursday, January 21st, and we are back again for our weekly update for this week. I am Jeanette Johnson, your director and principal here at McFatter Technical College and Technical High School. With me, as always, fellow YouTubers, assistant principal in charge of the high school, Mr. Daryl Harris.
Hi there.
And our magnet coordinator, Miss Lily DeCastro.
Hello.
Good afternoon to both of you.
You.
So we hope everyone enjoyed the nice long weekend. We had Monday off in observation of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I know many of our families participated in a day of service, but we hope you all enjoyed the slightly longer weekend. We have just a couple of quick things to go over with you this week. And we wanted to start by giving you some information out to our families of our students who will be participating in the PSAT next week. And so for that, I turn it over to Mr. Harris.
Hello to everyone. Again, hi. Just wanted to just remind everyone, your students, your 10th grade students, you already know, but this upcoming Tuesday, January the 27th, our school will be administering the PSAT test to all 10th graders on campus. So that is, hopefully we've reached out to all of the students the teachers have to remind them, and hopefully they will be showing up on campus this Tuesday. It will start at the beginning of the day. Our school starts, as you know, at 9:15 a.m. and this test will start soon afterwards. So please report to school. Hopefully you made arrangements for transportation, and the test will be administered. The test should be finished around noontime. Sometimes some students may run over a little bit. And also for those students that are coming on campus and do desire lunch, we will be reaching out to the students doing that before the test starts to see if anyone needs lunch. And if needed, it will be provided lunch, our free lunch for all students.
So for our students who are currently still learning remotely, which is the majority of the students, they come on campus that day for the test. Let's say they finish around noon-ish. Are they to remain on campus the whole rest of the day? What happens when they're done?
That is technically, hopefully made arrangements with their parents. If they choose to stay on campus, we will have a couple of classrooms where they will be able to stay socially distanced to remain on campus for the rest of the day to continue with their other classes that they would normally have, their third and fourth period class. If they choose to leave, they will just need to sign out at the high school office, and parents are able to pick them up on the west side of campus.
Okay, so if they're going to remain on campus for their third and fourth period classes, we'll need them to bring a laptop and headphones.
That is
so
correct.
That they can participate in their third and fourth period classes, right?
Yeah.
Reading my mind.
We're pros at this by now. And the other thing is, obviously, all students need to know that they need to wear a mask that covers, the students who've not been on campus, it's got to cover your nose and your mouth. We can all show our examples.
Mine got 2 out of 3 with their example.
Times except while eating. So our students will need to do that. And again, if you're going to remain on campus for third and fourth period, to bring your laptop and your headphones so that you can participate in the instruction. Anything else we need to be sure they know regarding the PS? And again, that's for 10th graders.
Yes, only 10th graders.
And on Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else on that?
That should be it.
We also then wanted to, now that we are into the second semester, getting in the swing now of the new classes, we wanted to give some reminders to parents about ways they can continue to remain engaged with their students' classes and their success in school, and what parents can be doing to support their students. So for that, I turn it over to Mr. Castro.
Thank you. So I just want to remind you guys, check and focus regularly. As parents, check and focus and see how the students are doing in their classes. This is like August all over again. They're adjusting to new courses and a new environment. It's the same environment, but because they're taking those subjects in a new way than they have historically in the past, it could be a little bit different. The teachers have different expectations for every class. So if you are seeing that your student is experiencing any issues, concerns, worries, transitional things, please reach out to the assigned school counselor. But I also want to remind you that Broward County Public Schools does offer after-school tutoring in the evening. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong time, so hang on. My screen changed. For secondary students, it's available Monday through Thursday from 3:30 to 8:30 at browardschools.com/AskBria. you get more details, but they do find the links through Canvas. So, I mean, sorry, through Clever. There's an AskBria icon that they can get the information. So
Awesome.
that's the gist of it. I just really want parents to know it's not overthinking to check. There have been a few glitches, as I know everyone's seeing the news, and we just want to be here to support our students. So,
and the best time to do that is early
now.
in the process and not wait till it gets so far in. You know, we did have some students who had been struggling academically who participated in that winter academy, and we know that was a help for the students. We were glad to be able to provide that opportunity, but they wound up having to work over their winter break. So we're trying to be proactive, and the parents play a huge part in that as well.
Definitely.
Mr. Castro, I do have a question for you. Now, is it correct that sometimes teachers, they will have grades in Canvas and then have to transfer those grades over to Focus? So I know that sometimes teachers check in Focus, the grade book. Sometimes it could take a day or two for the grades to be transferred over into from Canvas to Focus. So if there's any discrepancy, you can always ask your student to reach out to their teachers just for any confirmation or any concerns. But we want to make sure that in case you are having some issues, there's usually a reasonable answer how we can resolve it for you.
Definitely, and that's because we use Focus. Canvas does not speak directly to it, so please take the time. You know, as a parent, it's not that I don't believe my kids, I just always check. So even today might be a little old for that, but so definitely important to stay on top of it, because it's a lot easier to fix 1 week than 8. Towards the end of the term, and especially ninth graders still adjusting to, you know, every 9 weeks you earn half a credit. Everything happens very quickly. So Absolutely. We just want to remind you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And speaking of things happening very quickly, I also wanted to give a little bit of information out to our parents and guardians of our class 21, our current seniors. Things happen quickly. Your children are now in their final semester of their high school. So we wanted to talk a little tiny bit about graduation and things that all the families need to be doing now to make sure they're ready for graduation. We don't know the date yet. The dates are set by the school district. You may be aware that last year, graduation was a virtual graduation. Obviously, in June of last year, everything was still fully remote. At this time, the district is still in the process of making plans for face-to-face in-person graduation ceremonies. There is still optimism that situations within the community will be good enough that it will allow for an in-person graduation ceremony. However, whether it's in person or remote, one thing doesn't change, which is that for the students to participate, they need to have a cap and gown, which families order directly from Herff Jones. And it has to be from Herff Jones, who is the district provider for the approved cap and gown. So we need to be sure that all of the families of our seniors have gone to the Herff Jones website, which is hjsenior.com, and placed an order for their cap and gown. You can do that for a while. However, the pricing goes up as of March 1st. So if you haven't done it already, please try to get it done within the next few weeks so that you get in before they raise the prices on March 1st. When you're at the site, there are other things you can choose to order as well from them that are optional. Everything else is optional. You can order a special plaque for your diploma. You can order various mementos related to graduation. Those things are all optional, but the thing that must be ordered is the cap and gown. So please, families, if you haven't already done it, go to hjsenior.com sometime within the next couple of weeks. I can also tell you, I know the senior class it still has plans in play for a prom. They're hoping to be able to do an in-person prom. I know they have a venue and they have plans going. We're just kind of playing a waiting game right now to see if conditions will improve and allow us to do all that. So there will be prom of some sort, we hope. There will definitely be a senior awards. Last year, we did a drive-in awards ceremony in our west parking lot, which was awesome. If we can't do a traditional one, we'll wind up doing that. There will be graduation. So please make sure that you don't let that deadline slip by. And I saw Mr. Castro lean forward, like perhaps you wanted to add something.
No, I don't think so. But I do also want to remind them for senior pictures, if they've not done it, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, it's a nice thing to look back at later. So senior pictures, and that's Weston Photography where they would get that.
All right. And I believe that's all we were going to go over with the families this week. Anything else, Mr. Harris?
I'm good. That's it.
Anything else, Mr. Castro?
I think that's all.
Okay, so we will sign off for this week. We will be back here again next Thursday with the next weekly update. We wish you all a successful rest of the week and a lovely weekend, and we'll see you in a week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care.